everyone, I can't believe it. I got my week in the life done. I'm so excited. So happy. So I'm going to do a little bit of a flip through, show you what I did in the end. I'm just so happy to have it up on a shelf and finished. It took me forever. I got bored towards the end, but I just kept stuck with it. I thought that if I put it up on a shelf to come back to, I'd never come back to it. I would get caught up with the next project, you know, before we know it, December Daily will be around, and I do December Daily like this project as well, and it'll just be way too much too quickly and it'll be forgotten about. So, as you know, I put my little tab in here with the sticker from the packaging, with the stickers 17 for 2017, and I got the grey stripe folder. So I used the Brandy Kincaid free download from her blog. It is amazing. I love it. As soon as I saw it, I wanted it there. Like so many other people, but it looks amazing. So I'm keeping it. I don't know what I'm doing with this. I'm quite happy to just leave these for 3 2x2 photos in there. It's me and my husband mucking around. Lots of funny photos. I was thinking of doing a 6x8 layout, like a scrapbooking layout with these photos, but I'm going to leave it. Don't care. I'll do it another day. So this one I scrap lifted, as you know. If you've seen my other videos, I will tag them as well. So as you watch this, and if you are interested in watching how I did it, I've got three other process videos. I will link them as well, so you can go have a look if you like. So I have 2 boys. Flynn is 2, Reed is 1, and that's them at the lake. These weren't photos from the week in the life week that we were doing it in. This is from, I think, a week beforehand. I'm happy with that. I'm absolutely happy that I got some really good photos beforehand and I added in. That was the only real prep day I did. I made my own journal filler cards using a roller stamp with just the days of the week and stamped them diagonally. I used the packaging stickers. I did end up using all my cards that we got, the filler cards. I think I may have 3 or 4 of the morning, afternoon and evening cards, and I think I've probably got 1 or 2 other like journaling type cards, but otherwise they all got used, which is great. So I've used everything from the kit, and I gave myself extra paper, 6x6 paper pad. I used Simple Stories Posh kit, and that's what you'll see through it as well. I didn't use the dividers. As you can see, I just used a 6x8 photo, and as the start of the day with the wording, I used for this, if anyone is interested, I upload a photo into PicMonkey. It is a website online that you can use for free to edit photos. I uploaded it, and then you can select overlays. You can then use the free downloads that you get with your kit, the digital ones, as an overlay, and then you just position it and you can change the colour because they're black. So I changed the words to white and just readjusted them around the page where I wanted them to go. I don't have Photoshop in any form, and I found this was the easiest for me. I can just pick 7 photos, put them all in that, and then quickly put the overlays on top. Worked simply. So that's another idea for everyone. Did my own little scrapbooking sort of page there. This is the Simple Stories Posh kit paper that you can see. A little bit of wood veneer. Yes, just the extra word pieces. This is a journaling card, and I used my selfie to print all my photos. So I printed these as in the Project Life app. I selected a 6x4 photo with 4 photos, so they would end up that size, and then I printed them with a border, so they're small enough to put on these journaling cards, and that's how I did those. Same again, Tuesday, just left those plain. A little tip in, so I've just printed 2 photos back to back, journaled on some tags and just stuck those on, and I used these stickers from the Ali Edwards kit, my filler card, the chipboard pieces. And I've gone into more details of what's happening with these days because I've already put these in other videos. That's just a quick flick on these. So it's the morning, afternoon and evening. And then that's the same there with how I was saying I printed a 6x4 with 4 photos. I just did these ones as portrait rather than landscape. That is a 6x8 photo that I just trimmed down. I had some extra space with nothing on it. The perfect way to put it in here. These are funny. I love these photos. These, we've only just discovered all these. We don't have Snapchat, but in Messenger and Facebook and all those apps now, you can do these funny like overlay picture taking scenarios and scenes and daily things that you put up. And we love them. We've just started playing with them. So this one's a moustache. And it says moustache and riding over where a moustache would be. And it's got like a beard and an unibrow, which is just one big eyebrow. Yeah, so I just used the foamy sort of piece there and just adhered that on with Love This Memory. Another tip in with a cinema ticket. Now, this is the best idea ever. I use my scanner. I have just a basic printer with a scanner attachment. I put the ticket stub in the scanner and then scanned it to that, printed it as black and white on a piece of cardstock and then cut it out to the size. Wouldn't know any different because my ones are printed on that heat resistant or heat register rolls and they fade over time. So this way, this will never fade. I'm just lucky we have a really small cinema. It's only got 2 theatres. Nope, sorry, it's been renovated newly. So it's got 4 cinemas, sorry. So half the time, if you're going late at night when there's no one there, they won't even rip your ticket. So I had a full ticket. So just some journaling about that, that I went with my mum. It was really good to get out, not just be a mum of my 2 boys. I could go out with my mum. You can see there we look exactly the same. It's funny. Yeah, Wednesday, and I'm happy here. I don't have anything there. I couldn't figure out what photo I wanted. Some days I didn't take very many photos. At the start of the week I didn't. At the end of the week, like Saturday, Sunday, and I think Thursday I did more. So I've got lots more photos. But Wednesday and Friday was just an at-home day. An everyday routine sort of day. So I don't have lots. So I'm happy to just keep that like that for now. Another tip in. I used the T for tea there. The word tea, like the drink tea. And that is my teapot. Not a morning person, so I thought I'd immortalize my bad morning attitude and wake up. Bad hair day, look at it. And that was me waking up. Not very happy to be up. My boys get up at about 5 to 5:30 every morning. And I will gladly stay up till midnight, 2 o'clock in the morning, scrapbooking, reading, whatever. So it means that I wake up like this all the time. I don't have much sleep. So in my morning, having my tea. I just started a YouTube channel, which clearly you found because you're watching my video. But I was just having a look to see if I was getting any views, if it was worthwhile. This is just some journaling about this life, you know, everyday routine. My son's playing in the morning, me changing their bottoms. I made my own filler card here with the morning routine and struggle of having 2 children under 2 years old. It's tough sometimes to get out the door and just go. I think that's what a lot of people don't realise. What I didn't realise until I had kids was that you can't just get up and go out whenever you feel the need. So that was me immortalising that one in our album. I've got a little group on Facebook where I'm just selling bits and pieces that I make. Nappy cakes predominantly, but this week I sold 3 coffee cozies that I knit. So I'm going to put up some more of those. I'm in Australia. It's autumn going into winter. I'm in a rural town that is southern New South Wales. So it's quite cold. It's already sort of verging on winter here. This morning it was foggy and I think it was 0.2 degrees Celsius. so it was cold. So there's me doing groceries on this day, and I did an awesome photo. I set up my camera in the trolley leaning on the grocery bags, as you can see here, the paper towel, and just shot it across the car park, me loading up. I have a ute, so we have these tubs and we put all our groceries in the tubs so they don't spill around everywhere, and that's how I took that one. I'm still waiting on 2 pictures from a visit to a friend who just had a baby. I didn't take the photos, I forgot, but her partner took 2, her husband took 2 photos, and it's great. So I'll just grab them off her and slip that in later. And this is my husband, what he did. I didn't get a lot of photos off him. He has been really good with December Daily and everything, and I let him know about Week in the Life, but he didn't take a huge amount of photos during the week. He works in an office predominantly, so he was out checking his projects, and these were those. And in this one I made up this filler card, just some cardstock cut down to 3x4. This was a cut apart little piece, and that was the Ali Edwards tear sheet. I didn't like the perforated tear side, so I just cut it. I didn't like how messy it looked next to these sort of clean cut, clearer pieces. And this one is at first what I did, and then what Stu did later on in the morning, afternoon and evenings. We've got both. Stu had seen during the day on one of my social media, Instagram or Facebook, one of those, a picture of me doing Project Life, which is what I also do. And he said, oh, I better have a look at that because I didn't see those photos at all. So he just whipped out my Project Life album, which I have in my massive bookcase in our lounge room, and he just flicked through it and had a look, and it wasn't prompted by me at all. So I took a quick photo and he loved it. Let me know as well if you'd like to have videos, process videos of Project Life, or me making them, or me flipping through my album as well, because I'm more than happy to do that. But that's just a little tip in. That was me saying goodnight. That was the end of our day. So this was a 6x8 sleeve, and like this one, and then I just cut it just below the perforated line, so it was just a half sleeve there. Thursday, it's my son, massive picture of my son. He looks so cute. He's got the bluest eyes. And these are just the little stickers that we got in the kit as well. I did buy the extra pack, so you got extra of all the colours. So I've got 2 of each colour. Filler card with some journaling about the day. These days have all been filmed in other ones. And there is a Snap Simple Stories 4x4 sticker sheet for Project Life, and I just put washi down here because there was adhesive. You can stick it onto a larger sheet as a tip-in, so there's that. My veggie patch, getting it all sorted. I saved the packaging from the actual seeds and just stuck them together. At the back there's double-sided tape across them to join them together, and then I did have to cut the ends off to fit that one in the pocket. And then some more tags on these just to explain what they are. So when I look back later on and read through all these, you're going to be able to see that's what that was about, and that's what that was about. The stories behind it. Friday. Now, that was my dog Frank. He's a pug cross Shih Tzu Maltese. He is gorgeous. This was him at night, but it was an awesome photo. I wanted something different on the page, so I did a combination of photos. Now during the week I took down some tallies, is the right word I'm looking for, of things that happened during the week, and I wanted to do sort of like a summary page, but I did see on Pinterest someone had said details of the week. I still had one little sticker for the packaging, and I had this star. I really want to use these quotation marks. This is just a 6x4 photo printed on a selfie with the Project Life app with 2x2 photos. So I just cut down the center and put 3. That is from the week. And then so it's 168 hours. I went from the highest number to the smallest. 133 text messages sent between Stu and I. Stu's my husband. 44 nappies changed, 12 cups of tea, 7 loads of washing, 3 pocket letters sent, 3 crafty layouts made, 3 movies watched, 1 book read, 1 new family member, and 0 days at preschool. My elder son Flynn was on holiday, not at preschool. And this is the dates that Week in the Life went from. And then I've used these Tim Holtz sentiment stickers. I've got the word stickers as well. These are the sentiments. And I put everything has beauty, find joy in the ordinary, life was meant for a great adventure, those who don't believe in magic will never find it, live simply, give generously. And I think they're just really nice to go with the week, what Week in the Life is about, the stories behind it, the documenting today, so that when we look back in 5 or 10 years, which I've seen so many ladies being able to do, and that's what I want. That is all I would like, is that I can sit down and pick up my first album. This is my 2nd year of doing it, but I can pick up my first one and I can pick up my 5th one and see how my days have changed, how my boys have grown, and how me and my husband have grown together as a couple and as people. So my filler card. This was a screenshot. This was happening at that time, and ironically, it has an Instagram notification that Ali Edwards just shared a post. So this was Ali sharing the pictures because it was taken on the day. So she was sharing, because it's Australian morning time, I'd say it's at night in America. So she was sharing something, which I thought was awesome. So that's why I definitely had to add it. So my boy's playing, going through and rifling through drawers in the bathroom. Drives me nuts because I'm constantly cleaning it. My washing machine. I was doing lots of cleaning on Friday because I knew we were going into the city, into Sydney, to go to the theatre to see the Kinky Boots production. And I was so excited, but I knew that I'd have to clean up the house. My mum was watching the boys at our house. They were in their beds. So it was cleaning, just some general potting up. My son, Flynn, he loves playing in the garden and helping me out doing everything now. And this is 2 filler cards. So this one had just today's details. I use washi, but I use washi to attach it to another card. So that is joining 2 cards together so I can do lots of journaling. I find that I always go over, and then I just use some enamel stars there. So my handwriting is what makes my albums mine. And that's what I love about them. They're always going to be about our story and our life. This one is Friday. I used the Project Life app, as I said, to put in 2 3x4 photos together, and I just printed out as a 6x4 card and just slotted them straight into these sleeves. You use the chipboard there. I bought this table from a op shop, and my plan is to restain the top and then paint the legs. It's nearly done. So I was excited because I started that straight away, bought it home and then did that. So we regularly wash all our clothes like everyone does, but I tend to get them washed, hung out, brought back inside, and then they get dumped on the couch to fold. So we call it Mount Washmore, and my husband and I are always joking about attacking Mount Washmore, and that's what we mean. Getting it all folded and put away. I recently read the KonMari book. Oh, I can't remember the book's name. But you can search KonMari and you'll find out. It's a new way of sorting through everything, storing things in your house and all that sort of stuff. And so I do fold my washing in a different way now. So it actually takes me a short amount of time, but it takes my husband longer because he hasn't quite learned the new way of washing, and I'm forcing him to do it, which is funny, but you know, it's one of those things. So yeah, I've used my tear apart sheet there. Today went just like this, so us doing chores around the house. I use my paper pad with the cut apart sheet just to put, life doesn't have to be perfect to be beautiful. You know, it's a messy day. Our life is beautiful, it's great, and I'm so happy. I'm thankful to have my kids and my husband happy and healthy. This is a 6x4 photo, and I trimmed down the sides so that it would fit into the 3x8 pocket. And then just attached a little bit of cardstock at the back with one of the cut out part sheet. So Flinny will have his hands out and Reed will run up to Flynn and give him a big hug and say goodnight, and it's really lovely. They're really good with each other now, so I just captured that. And then that's a picture of him running off to bed to go get in his cot. And I've just put the give thanks chipboard there. Saturday, that was us out the front of the theatre getting, I think it was at the end actually, and we'd come out with our program all ready to go. Same thing, I used PicMonkey. I uploaded my photo and I clicked the editor. I put the 3 overlays that we got in the digital kit, and then I just added some text. It is really small at the minute, so you can't see, but it's actually what we did during the day. So it's 4:55 a.m. wake up call from Flynn. He watched telly and we fell back off to sleep, and then 6:57 and so on. It says by time. So only day I did it because we were so busy and we had so much going on, but I'm really glad I got to do it. With young kids, I wouldn't be able to do this. I'd really like to be able to do it when everyone's a bit older. We can all sort of keep track of ourselves. But yeah, there was just too much happening during the week for me to be able to do this for every day. So 4 photos there. My filler card I made, one of the journaling cards. It did have something up here, but that wasn't relevant. I don't remember. It might have said date. So I just put weekend adventure on top. We already know it's Saturday, so I don't need to put the date there. Yeah, just me having to move car seats from car to car, which is always a pain. We only have 1 car seat each for the boys, so it was putting him from my car into my mum's car. Reed was like, yep, okay, bye, have fun. So I wrote that around the front there, of him running off. Where my mum lives. She lives on a beautiful old farm. Weekend, me taking a photo using my camera, so I'm facing the rearview mirror, so it gets me in the rearview mirror and it gets where we are at the front of the farm. Love these. So 6x4 tip in when we got to the station, so we drove to Campbelltown. We stayed there overnight. This is about an hour and a half from our house, and then we caught the train into the city. That's another hour. If we caught the train from our house, it probably would have been 3 to 4 hours with changeovers, because you have to change over 2 or 3 times with the train. So it was easier for us to drive halfway. And this is where we stayed overnight. So we drove to here and then caught the train. Photo of me, what I was wearing, my pretty red polka dot dress. Selfie in the car driving, and I've just put the chipboard there. And I've got on the go, 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 go. My receipt, I took a photo of it rather than putting the receipt in, knowing that the receipt would fade and all that sort of thing. So just saying it's snack time. Had to quickly grab something on the go. This is a billboard out the front. You can't take photos in the theatre whilst you're watching the musical. So there were some amazing spots to take photos at the front. They've got you all sorted. So I did that. That's all the cast. Put the best day chipboard. This was, as you can see, everyone sat down. The theatre's not happening. Nothing's happening here. This is just the curtain was open and there was 1 set of props. Everyone was taking photos at this point, not to justify what I was doing, but yeah, this was the one photo I could get inside, which I loved. Kinky Boots was composed, or the music was composed by Cyndi Lauper. We missed her by 1 night. She was there on the opening night. Well, so bummed. Could have nearly saw Cyndi Lauper, but that's all right. But you can tell she had wrote all the music for it because it just sounds like all her other songs. It was amazing. So this is a Instagram post, and I've screenshot it and printed it out as 2 3x4s and a 6x4, chopped it in half, but I printed it with a border so it would fit in here. Bridges, where we stayed, us holding hands in the theatre. This is dinner. We went out for Thai, just the 2 of us. It was really nice, relaxing. My drink. And then this is Sunday. So this was our drive home, our big drive home. Sunday, selfie of what I was wearing. Had a lovely big mirror in the room. We got to sleep in. So we woke up at 8:10. Remember I was saying earlier, 5:30 morning usually. So it was amazing to have us sleep in. And I put start each day with a grateful heart. And then I did the same thing, pick monkey, 4 photos in, and then I used the overlays. This circle, blue circle underneath was just plain blue. It's one overlay, and then today's story is another overlay. They're from the digital kit from 2016, which I used because I also did it in 2016. 2 plain photos to show where we went. We took the long way home, went for a scenic drive, saw the autumn leaves. This was a creek or a river when it's flowing. It is in a bit of a flood zone over the bridge there, but it was lovely and low today. There's no rain. My husband took a photo of me taking a selfie. So in the end, I didn't put the photo that I took of myself. I put his photo because I just thought that was so perfect for Week in the Life. Just explaining what happened, that we went the long way home. We took a bit of a drive, which is what we love. Got lunch, sat in the lovely park and had lunch. So love today, Sunday. And this is where we sat under this big tree. My husband having his lunch and smiling. Then on the way back, I was like, I want an ice cream. So him through the drive-through getting me an ice cream. Fun day together, which it was. It was lovely. And that was sort of halfway back to my mum's. My mum still lives about 40 minutes away from us, so we had to drive about an hour, but because we took the longer way, it was about an hour and a half. Then we got to hers, and they were all in the window waving when we got there. They were like, hi Mum, hi Dad. And the boy showing us what this machine is that Nan has. It's an exercise machine. This is how we do it. This is my brother. The rare photo that I will get is of the side of his face. He's just saying goodbye to my boys. And my mum holding her dog Lulu. And she's just saying goodbye to us and got a photo. So she made it into the album there as well. I went home with my boys in my car, in this one. And my husband took our little car because he had to take that home. And he picked up our new kitten. Someone on a local buy swap sell site had to rehome a little 4-month-old kitten, so we called her Bellatrix Lestrange. Best name ever. I know she's an evil guy in Harry Potter, but that doesn't matter. I still love her, so we call her Bella for short. And the boys loved her instantly, so we kept her in her cage and just sat her down. We have another cat, Sylvester. We saved him from the pound. He'd been there for like 6 months. He was already 2. And he's a huge cat. This photo doesn't do justice. He's huge. And they were okay. Bit standoffish, you know, territory and all that with animals. But we also have a little dog, as you could see earlier in the album. And they all settled in really well. So I took a few photos. And that's it. I put this quote from my paper pack. Live simply, dream big, be grateful, laugh lots. I think they are things we all need to keep in mind all the time, day to day. We get lost in the routine and what happens, but these are the things I want to remember. And then I just put some of the cutter parts in the back there. Pretty paper, pretty designs. And then on this side, I have put our weekend dinners, and I've used the little coffee cup piece. This is the 2x2 sheet. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday dinners. Actually, that's breakfast. I didn't take a photo of dinner, but that's fine. I just put the breakfast in there instead. So we had homemade burgers, laksa soup, sen chao bao, chops with quinoa and rice and some veggies. This was my finished dinner because I had already eaten it, but my husband usually has Chinese for lunch and he brings me home some for dinner because he's usually full. So that was pork spare ribs in the house sauce and a special sauce they use. It's amazing. It's to die for. And this was me when we were out on the Saturday. I had pad see ew, which is a noodle dish, soy noodle dish. And then, yeah, my breakfast. So I don't know if I want to add anything into these pockets. I'm just going to leave it like this for now. I haven't backed anything onto it. I'm thinking I'll wait and see what everyone else is doing. Maybe get some more ideas. If there's something I think, oh yeah, I could add that, then I'll put it in the back. I did think, you know, if you watched enough movies, you could put the movies you put in. Music, I was even thinking of putting on the back of just the ones that I've done. On this side, the photos, put the album covers of the music we're listening to now, because obviously that's going to change a lot. Anything that you do, at the minute I'm not reading a lot because of my boys. I don't have a lot of spare time during the day, but if I really get into a book, I can read it in a day. So if they were at school or anything like that, I would have a lot more generally. So you could easily do that as well as another idea. What else was there? Like breakfast, you could do, you know, breakfast, lunch and dinner and have a couple of pages to use up these, because I know a lot of people do struggle. If there's a page where you've got lots of stuff, you've done heaps in the day, you could just fill them all up as well and sort of say what you're doing. You can like trim them down, so you could cut on the opposite side of the perforation and keep just 2 rows. You could even do little ones. So I still have 1 sleeve. I think I'm just going to keep it for another project. I didn't use it this time around, but I usually use more in my December daily, so I'll probably use it then. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed. This was a longer one to flip through the whole album, but I do have shorter ones of me going through my first couple of days. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked it. I really enjoyed making this. I am on Instagram as Katrina Chadwick, so you can go over there and have a look at my stuff. I post up all my crafty layouts as well. And let me know if you would like to see my 2016 week in the life, which I think I'm done. I will have to check that, but I can do a video as well. And December daily as well as Project Life. Yes, I forgot about that one. Yeah, leave the comments down below and let me know. Thank you for watching. Have a great one. Bye.